Well, good morning, guys. Welcome to another video. Hope everyone has been well. So, the JCW, the Mini Corgi. Just heading to Raise this morning, the mechanic mentor at Metro Automotives. Just taking it down. The Mini is due for a service. Supposed to be due at 115. It's got 113,000 now on the clock, and I thought it's a bit of a good time to check the oil. I did notice the oil's a little bit dirty and a little bit low, and I thought instead of waiting, we'll just get it replaced. There's nothing like fresh oil, so we'll take it down to Ray. We'll see what he says. Like I said, it's just an oil filter. I did notice when I did buy the car, from giving it the old sort of test from kicking the front tyres, if you do get that bit of a shake in the front tyres and obviously vibration, maybe the lower control arms might need replacing. That's what it feels like to me. So once we do run it down there, obviously when it does get put up on the hoist, we'll see what it's like, if there's any telltale signs that the lower control arms are gone. But other than that, like I said, it's just a pretty much straightforward service. Get ready to go over it all, make sure it's all sweet. Just going over, doing a bit of a check. That airbag light now has turned off. So you're just checking all the mounting points.
That's it.
Yeah.
Have a look around.
See if there's any leaks or anything that's out of the unordinary.
There's a lot of movement there. There shouldn't be that much movement. This one's a bit less.
Yeah, so the driver's side's less.
This side's a bit less, but they're still.
Yeah.
You know, look. Yeah, you do them both. See how they're stuck. See how this is your steering. You have to drop the subframe.
Yep.
To get to the bush and do the bush. So yeah, we have to take the subframe down, drop it to get these bushes out, and then we get the new ones, put them on.
Yeah, because when I do drive, you can sort of hear a little bit of a knocking. Yeah, that's it.
Start with that.
Yeah.
You know, you can't see anything else that's obvious.
So a bit of oil there, or wet? No, it's just wet water.
Yeah, that's just water.
But the boots and all that are pretty sweet.
It's very clean here underneath.
Is that a common thing for these JCWs, like that bushing there, the sort of wear and tear?
All of them.
Yeah.
All the generations.
Okay.
It's very common. And I put the bolts in reverse. See, look. That's why I have to drop the subframe. The bolts go up. See? They come up to get to that out.
Yeah.
So you have to undo the steer. So the bolts come the other reverse way. So if they made the bolt that way, it may be a different story, but yeah. right here.
Oil.
Air filter.
It was dirty, was it?
Yeah, I'll check the cabin now after I get up the hoist. Just because it's that bad, I don't believe anything's been changed recently.
So these are the coil packs,
yeah.
there, right?
Well,
not too bad.
you can't, it's what happens inside.
Yeah,
You
it's
can't
hard
see,
to tell.
You can't. No, they've been changed. UGKs.
So they're just checking the spark plugs now, guys. They don't look too bad, but we might end up replacing them. So the oil filter and the air filter has been changed already. Probably should have got that for you guys on video, but pretty straightforward. It is the original paper one, and then eventually we'll get the K&N, or maybe change this whole setup of the air filter box eventually. But so far so good, pretty straightforward service. I thought I'd bring it down to Ray, get him to start doing the oil on it, go over it and make sure everything's sweet. So what do you reckon, Ray, compared to the I've gone through a few different cars, the RS, the Subaru, now the Mini.
Yeah.
Something a little bit different. We'll see how we go.
I like the red.
But overall, the way it's been looked after,
it's been looked after well, and it's a better generation than the supercharger.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed it all goes well.
The supercharger was didn't work. Didn't work.
They had a lot of dramas with it, eh? So there's the air filter there, guys. As you can see, it's pretty caked, pretty dirty. When do you reckon this was changed, guys? A long time ago, eh? You see all the dust and debris in it, eh, Ray?
Yeah, a lot of times when people sell a car, they know, and they tell the mechanics just do an oil change and put a sticker on it.
Yeah.
So, but not the end of the world. It's done now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
so they've put a fresh one in there.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's going to make it go a lot better and breathe a lot better. But there you go. It's definitely worth changing. That's for sure. This has got leaves and shit stuck in there. So it's obviously stay on top of your services, heaps important. So far so good, it's all pretty clean under there. It's nothing too major, but definitely the lower control arms are going to have to be replaced. So it's going to be next on the list, get them replaced. There is a little bit of a noise when you do go over bumps. You can definitely hear it.
Say after this service, new spark plugs, fresh oil, car feels a lot more responsive. It feels quite nice.
Right here, guys, just got back. Service is all completed on the JCW on the Mini. There was a few things that I did forget to mention about a week and a half ago when I was cleaning the interior on the car. I did notice that the airbag light, the warning came on the dash. Apparently it is a common thing for the airbag light, the warning to come on. Whether it had something to do with me moving the seat forward and backwards, obviously vacuuming under the car as well too. There was a lot of dust and debris. So whether that had something to do with the module having dust stuck on there, so just be careful with that. So Ray and Phil, they did get rid of that code once they did put it on the scanner on the computer. They did eliminate it. It hasn't come back. I will keep an eye on it, but let us know if anyone has had that same issue with their Mini where that warning light does come on. So with the actual service, there was a few things that I did forget to record. My apologies. So we went for, what did we do? We changed the cabin filter. They ran a full solution through it as well too. It was obviously needed. There was a little bit of a smell inside the car, and obviously it should be something that should be regularly done. So the cabin filter got changed, original air filter as well too inside the box for now, until I eventually work out what I'm going to do, whether I'm going to go for a K&N panel filter inside the actual box, or maybe something a little bit more, something a bit more performance wise. Let us know on that as well too, guys. Not too sure on what to do. As in regards to air filters for the JCW. So cabin filter, air filter, 4 new spark plugs, NGK. The ones that were on it were pretty on their way out, sort of say burnt out a little bit, so they did need to be changed. With 113,000 Ks, it was obviously necessary to do, so that's been completed. And obviously fresh oil that's been replaced, Valvoline full synthetic oil. I'll put all the links in the description down below of everything that did get replaced on the Mini for you guys. That way, if you want to know what obviously got changed, what got replaced. But other than that, it was pretty straightforward, and I was really happy with once we did get the car up on the hoist. As you guys could see, the lower control arms on the Mini, they're pretty much gone, they're shot, they're going to have to be replaced in the near future. That's going to get done. And apparently the guys were telling me as well, the link pins and the 2 front shocks are pretty much on their way out as well too. You can feel it obviously when you're driving. I've got to admit, like, the handling feels quite fine, but it's just more when you sort of do go over a bump, you can really hear the knocking sound that you do get. So again, whether this is something with high mileage, I guess it's one thing to consider if you're buying a second-hand Mini. Maybe try to find one that someone has poured a little bit of money into. I guess it does help. But guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I want to say a massive thank you to Metro Automotives. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and catch you on the next one. See yous. Bye-bye.
You're all that I